What's up, crew? Welcome to this super chill learning session with me. I am your host, Rifki Malana. And today, we are gonna uncover a quick trick on top writers use to make their words pop and stand out. Our topic on today is simile. Let's compare. It's just a cool way of taking two totally random things and squishing them together to make something awesome. We'll crack the code using Maya Angelou's epic poem, Still I Rise. Our goals are easy, like the tutorial level. By the end of this, you'll be a total word detective. You just gotta be able to first, spot the simile and text. No problem. Second, crack the code of its meaning. Why the writer choose that comparison? Third, and most importantly, create your very own simile. Ready to level up, everyone? Okay, zero in for a sec. Get your ears and eyes ready. I'm about to read 5 super powerful lines from Maya Angelou's poem. Seriously, this stuff is fire. Here's your job. All I read, try to catch that special connecting word and the two specific things she's putting side by side.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trot me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I love like I've got cold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your word, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still like air, I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my tides? Out of the hearts of history shame, I rise. Up from a past that rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, weeping and white, wailing and swelling, I bear in the tide, leaving behind nights of terror and fear. I rise into a daybreak that wondrously clear. I rise, bringing the gift that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise.
Time to put on our detective hats. Discussion. What is the pattern? Let's start with the easy part. What's the one short word she uses over and over to connect the comparison? It's tiny. Write down. Now, think. Why did she compare herself to dust? Why does she say she laughs like she has gold mines? Chat with your neighbor. What's the whole point here?
Alright, spill the tea. What do you get?
Yup, you nailed it. The writers connect two totally different things using the word like or sometimes as to give it a whole new powerful vibe. This isn't just comparing, this is simile. Alright, let's lock it in. Here's the official definition you need. Simile. A simile is a direct comparison between two different things. And you have to use the keywords like or as if they aren't there. It ain't simile, guys. Why use them? Well, similes are awesome for 1. Making your descriptions pop and giving your reader a vivid picture, and 2. Showing strong attitude, emotion, or character. Quick example. His explanation was as clear as mud. What does that actually mean? Clearly, the explanation was super confusing. Anyway, that's my part. Now I'll pass it over to my friend Sharif to dive deeper into the meaning behind it.
Alright, now let's move on to the actual architecture of the poem. Why this poem feels so incredibly powerful from beginning to the end. It all comes down to its sacred blueprint. The structure itself tells a story. The poem is like a coiled spring, stable at first, then it just explodes with energy at the end. Let's investigate. Look at stanza first, track 7. These sections are incredibly neat and organized. They stick to a pattern, they are almost like military rows. And what is the focus here? It is constantly talking to and challenging the oppressor, the unspecified you. The feeling here is stable and defiant. She is setting up the confrontation, throwing out those amazing rhetorical questions like, does my sadness upset you? She is standing her ground in a very organized way. Now jump to stanza 8 and 9. This is where the whole thing breaks. The neat structure collapses, the lines get longer, and the critical phrase, I rise, starts popping up everywhere, often as its own separate line. This structural break is the whole point. The focus shifts entirely from the oppressive you to the triumph I. The poem's form itself is literally rising and breaking free, exactly like her spirit. It's a pure celebration of her own liberation. So, as we head to the next slides, I want you to think about these two questions right here. First, what repeated phrase acts like the poem's heartbeat? And second, why does the structure change so dramatically at the end? We will use those answers to uncover the full theme. We have figured out the Similes and we have broken the poem secret's blueprint. Now, let's talk about the heart of the poem, the theme and tone. What is Maya Angelou really trying to say? The main theme is super clear: oppression and rising. This is a poem about unbeatable resilience. No matter how hard you try to push her down with your lies, your hate, or your hurtful words, she will rise. It is a massive, confident declaration. The tone is not sad or defeated, it is sassy and unstoppable. She is not asking for permission to feel powerful, she is declaring it. The line, does my sadness upset you? Proves she is totally in charge of her attitude. Finally, let's summarize the tool, language, that make this poem work. We already know about the simile, right? Like thus, I will rise. But check out the metaphor next. I am a black ocean. She is not like an ocean, she is an ocean. Huge, powerful and uncontrollable. That's even stronger than a smile. Then we have repetition with the constant chant of I rise that works like a heartbeat we talked about, driving the energy forwards, and of course, the rhetorical questions keep challenging the reader and the oppressors. So, the theme of rising is powered by a confident tone, and that tone is built using simile, metaphor, and repetition. All these pieces work together to create this amazing piece of poetry. Time for you guys to be the word artists. Your mission is to create your own simile. Grab your notebook or open the comment section and write one sentence using a simile about yourself or your future dreams. Don't be afraid to make a word comparison. And the rule is you must use like or as. My example is my energy is as fast as a wireless charger in the morning, full instantly. What about you all? Let's share who has the craziest smile. Read it out loud. We will guess what your comparison says about you. Okay, now time to recap. The smile is a totally cool tool that makes your writing visual and emotional. The golden rule? Remember those two words, like or as. From now on, your challenge is to be smile detective everywhere. In songs, in text, in movies. See you next time, guys. Keep rising just like us. Bye.